Cool.
All right, it's another edition of the Way Out Here podcast presented by Washed Up Network. If you haven't already gone on washedupnetwork.com, you can go view all the podcasts on the network. You can even view blogs that we have coming out every single day. We are always presented by the Washed Up Network here on Way Out Here. All right, boys. It was kind of a crappy weekend in Spokane. Taylor, you were in Kalispell for the weekend. Any crazy events over the weekend that happened, or just lazy fall weekend?
Lazy fall weekend. My parents just moved to Kalispell, so I went down there for the day and showed me around the town, showed me all the goodies and whatnot. And we went up to Whitefish Mountain, and then they took me up to, I want to say it's Blacktail or Blackfish, but it's in Lakeside. It's like right next to Kalispell, which is another ski mountain. So got to check those out and see the town. So no, it was cool. Just low key, hung out, drove around Montana. Love Montana.
Yeah, I felt like this weekend I watched football until my eyes literally were just bleeding. So I watched so much football. But I was telling Taylor pre-show, we literally had like Hannah's grandparents had this pizza like making contest. So we literally everybody had to make a pizza, and then you blind taste tested them. And then after, so like that sounds legit, all fun, great. Then after the real taste testing came in, and we did a whiskey taste testing, and everybody was just not ready for what was about to ensue. Like we tasted like 5 different whiskeys, had a shot of each of them, and then had to like rank them 1 through 5 and then tell them the best whiskey. It got a little wild. For a Sunday fun day was in full effect. So it wasn't the worst. And Hannah's grandparents are just like a riot. So it's never a dull moment when you take a hike up there. Also, their house is just like an insanely beautiful house. It like overlooks the valley, which is super cool.
Is that the one you guys posted on like Instagram or whatever?
Every time I go up there,
they're at a resort.
Literally, they bought their house in like the 90s and have lived there for like 25 years or something like that. But it's just like this gorgeous home on it. I forget what that area is called. Like you go past the train tracks and up the hill, kind of like you're going to Northwest Christian, but it's by those apart. It's kind of, yeah. Okay. So it's like right there.
It's like Elk.
Colbert?
Yeah, but it's like right there. I mean, it's like right by Spokane, the Spokesman Review, right there. So it's literally like super close to that, or the paper mill factory, Spokesman Review.
Over Millwood.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like the Millwood area. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's on the hill up there. But yeah, it's a good grand old time. Over the weekend, big sporting news. Lakers won another championship. They won their 17th championship in franchise history. LeBron got his 4th ring, and lots of Kobe tributes out there this weekend. It was pretty cool seeing all the Kobe stuff. The year that Kobe passes away, the Lakers win a championship. It was pretty cool to see that. I'm not a big LeBron guy, but the Kobe stuff definitely was cool to see some Black Mamba news. I can't believe he's gone still.
Same. Like,
so weird.
Honestly, like once that happened, I kind of figured the Lakers were gonna win.
Yeah, team of destiny.
Like, dude, I just felt like when that happened, obviously it's like it's terrible and it's super sad, but I'm like, wow, this would be a cool story if the Lakers won a NBA title this year.
Yep.
Here we go. And sure as shit, it's staged.
The NBA got their wish.
The Lakers started COVID so they could get into the bubble.
Conspiracy Tuesday is back.
I'm just kidding. But I mean, when it happened, I was just like, wow, it's going to do 2 things. Like, it's going to light a fire underneath like the Lakers' ass to win another NBA championship. And it's just going to happen at this point.
Yeah, 100%. Did you see all the like washed up basketball players that won an NBA championship? It was like J.R. Smith, Rajon Rondo. Like it was just a whole slew of guys that are way, way, way past their prime and just won a ring just because. And of course, J.R. Smith is the famous one in Cleveland that had his shirt off for like a month after he won the NBA championship. He just took his shirt off and like never put it back on. For the parade, didn't have a shirt on. It was like I don't know, something like 42 degrees or something like that during the parade, and he just didn't have a shirt on. So shout out to J.R. Smith. He's I'm guessing he's partying somewhere now that he's not in the NBA bubble. He's doing whatever he wants.
True.
I bet they're all. How long were they in that bubble for? Like 100 days or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. It had to be more than 3 months because they started in June. So like June 15th until now. That's pretty crazy.
That's a long time.
I don't know how they were able to just agree to that. I mean, granted, they were in like a swanky hotel with room service every night.
Everything was taken care of.
Like,
yeah,
like we're like, oh,
I feel so bad for you, Mitchell.
Yeah, but
millions a year and whatever.
Exactly. Lakers won their 17th championship. In other related sports news, Dak Prescott. Did you guys see the video or the picture of Dak Prescott's ankle?
No.
Oh,
what happened?
Center blurred it out.
Yeah, dude, for good reason. That dude's ankle was backwards, straight up, like compound fracture, dislocated ankle. He was going down, like he awkwardly fell. It wasn't like a vicious tackle. He just awkwardly like slid and was avoiding a tackle and somebody rolled up on him. Literally, there's a picture of his foot going this way and his foot going that way. It just looks terrible. And he had a successful surgery last night, but the pictures just keep coming out and the video keeps coming out about it. I usually avoid that stuff, but this one came up on my TikTok and I unknowingly citizen and just watching this and watched it happen. It was gross. Seriously, so gross. But yeah, shout out Dak Prescott. He's out for like the next year. Some people say like after that, you're out for like 18 months. So he might miss next season too. Yeah. So.
Well, especially if you dislocate and compound fracture it, like your ligaments have to heal up too. It's not just like a bone at that point. Now you got ligament issues and muscle tears, and I'm sure they probably pinned it. If it was a compound fracture, they probably put pins or plates or something in there. So now he's got a metal ankle. He's going to have to rehabilitate that, which is going to suck. And that thing's going to be creaky and ache the rest of his life. That's bad. Bad.
Disgusting. And of course he's in a contract year this year.
That's what I was gonna say,
dude, that sucks.
So he was basically holding out for all training camp and everything, and he was supposed to be one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league. Decided to play when everybody said hold out. This is why players hold out. This is why players like miss seasons to go into a contract year and sign a big contract. This exact reason is why. And so now going from the highest paid quarterback in the league to having a dislocated ankle and not being able to play for 18 months. I mean, he's going from missing out on $150 million. That hurts.
Oof.
Howard Stern could pay him in 1 year, but
yeah, seriously, that ankle will heal. Oh man, that sucks, dude.
Brutal.
Well, I'm sure he'll be back. They've come so far with surgeries and shit now. Like, people come back from that stuff now. It's not like it was 20 years ago when somebody blows their ACL out. They're like, that guy's done forever. Like, a lot of people come back within a couple of years. But
yeah, for sure. I mean, he has the best facilities with the Cowboys, best team doctors, best everything. So the rate of them coming back is so much greater than what it used to be, for sure. Mm-hmm. In comedy news, we are now, I don't know if you guys know this, but our podcast is now a comedy podcast. We were a leisure podcast. We were like categorized a little bit differently. We've jumped into the comedy world. Apparently people think we're funny, slightly funny every now and then. So we jumped into the comedy category and actually broke the top 200 in our first week in the comedy podcast. So pretty cool. But the comedy podcast section is a very, very competitive section because every stand-up comedian, it seems, has their own podcast. Some of them even have multiple podcasts, Bill Burr being one of them. Bill Burr was on SNL on Saturday, and boy, did he piss a lot of people off. He talked about race, religion.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was crazy. But every point he made, everybody agreed with. They were just upset that Bill Burr talked about it on SNL. So I want, like, I know you guys haven't seen it quite yet. I was hoping that one of you had seen it, but like, regardless, the Bill Burr, it was his monologue. So he was hosting SNL. And so his monologue, he turned it into like a stand-up. It was actually so funny. He hit everything on the head, but people were upset because like he's obviously white and he's talking about like racial issues and all of these things. So it went a little awry for him, but he also said that SNL was his dream to do. So it's kind of sad that everybody's shitting on him in his one and only SNL appearance.
Well, and it's not really out of pocket for Bill Burr to go off like that. He's always talked that way forever. Like you can go back to early 2000s in his stand-ups. He's saying the same stuff. Like it's not anything. He just says, honestly, Bill Burr says a lot of stuff that a lot of people are thinking are just like too afraid to say.
Yeah.
And like you got to respect a guy for standing by what he believes in. But damn, I mean, that's probably not the right spot to be dropping a political monologue on an SNL. But damn, dude, I can only imagine. I haven't seen it yet. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch that. That's insane.
It's like 5 minutes long, 6 minutes long. It's super good. He's so articulate that even if you disagree with him, you have to respect him for talking about him, talking about certain issues. It was just, I mean, he nailed every single thing. It wasn't like he was super extreme any different way. He just basically laid out the facts. One of the things that he said is, why do African Americans only get February and Gay Pride Month is in June? It's super cold in February. Nobody wants to be on parades in February, and Gay Pride is in June. So it's super warm, and it's unfair that we give African Americans only February. They should have like July. And he's like, if we smash them together, all the gay African Americans can have 61 days of partying.
Oh my God.
And that is just like, if you don't agree, that's not like even agree or disagree. That's just like something funny to say. Like that's
straight facts.
That's just hilarious to bring up. That it's true.
That's so funny.
February is not usually warm, and so he didn't say they don't deserve it. He just said let's move it to a warmer month. So,
oh, dude, that's so funny,
man. It really was like super funny, but he's getting absolutely roasted on Twitter, TikTok, everywhere, just for bringing up the racial issues and the LGBTQ community, things like that. So, but again, if you have never seen Bill Burr, like this is what he does. This is like his thing.
Yeah. It's literally nothing new.
His last stand-up came out this year, right? Like it was pretty recent.
Yeah, I think it was this year or last year. But
and end of last year or this year, like it was. I mean, he talked about a lot of the same stuff.
It's the same shit. He does. Yeah, he doesn't like. He definitely doesn't like hold himself back. I think he probably does hold himself back, and that's like him, like trying to like hold back whatever's in. But
he even admitted on that monologue, he's like, I'm 52 years old. Like a lot of this stuff is brand new to me. Like, when you talk to your grandparents, they say things that are outrageous. Like, look at me, I'm 52 years old. So he's like prefaced the conversation with that, which is hilarious. But I can't believe
52.
Yeah, that's what I was like, when he brought that up, I was like, dude, 52. Also, do you know who is randomly old? Matt Damon turned 50 years old over the weekend.
What?
50. 50. Yeah, Matt Damon. It seems like that dude has never aged a day in his life.
Yeah, he looks 30 years old. Like
I feel like a lot of the like movie stars, like
Brad Pitt, he's up there as well.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, you're not ugly, you're just poor.
Dude.
I'm both, so I'm fucked.
Oh man, I love that. Who said that? It was
they were talking about Chloe or Kim because they threw up a picture of like before she got like
it's like all of them.
Then after, and it was like you're not ugly, you're just poor. Oh shit. Well,
dude, that's so funny. All right, last topic that we have for today. Mariah Carey is possibly coming out with a new Christmas album. So everybody knows she's like dominated Christmas music forever. I mean, since we were in grade school, she was bringing out the bangers during Christmas. All I Want for You is like on Billboard's #1 every single November and December. So she's coming out with a new album. She has a couple new collabs. Are you guys big Mariah Carey fans? And should we be talking about Christmas music already in October?
First of all, how could you not be a Mariah Carey fan? Look at her.
True. Also, she married another billionaire, by the way.
Oops.
Like, big time. It's like some some like European billionaire, but there's nothing Nick Cannon can say. I promise you. Like this dude is a straight up billionaire. Nick Cannon's cool, but this dude has more money than he'll ever have.
Nick Cannon's a boob.
Dude, Nick Cannon. Did you see?
He's a boob.
I just like Wild 'N Out.
Did you? I love Wild 'N Out. That show's hilarious.
So good.
But
Nick Cannon sucks.
did you see that Nick Cannon came out with a diss song to Eminem? It was literally, I think, this year or last year. And because what the hell was it? So Eminem and Mariah Carey had a thing years ago, right? Okay. And it was like a secret thing. Mariah never admitted to it. Eminem was like, he put it in a couple songs. He was like, I dicked you down a lot and now you're lying. So quit lying. And then she came out with that song, the Stalker song that she had that was super big for a while. And that was like a diss towards Eminem. And then Eminem dissed Nick Cannon because that's when Nick and Mariah started getting together, said some suspect stuff. And then Nick came out with, he literally waited like 6 years to come out with this diss. And it is the worst song I've ever heard in my life. Like
he was never a great rapper though.
He's never been good.
No.
He's never been good. And then he comes out with this diss trying to be hard, and it's like it's almost you should just don't, man. Just stay with the funny stuff, dude. You're so funny.
Stay in your lane, bro.
Yeah, there's something to be said about staying in your lane.
Bro, for real. But yeah, no, Mariah, that what is that? All I Want for Christmas Is You. It's like the most famous song she has as a 100%. Christmas album.
You go into any mall at any point in time, like from November to December, and it's playing. Yeah, I mean on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
United States malls single-handedly get that on the top 100 Billboard.
That was the worst part about working retail, dude. The night of Halloween is when Christmas music started in retail.
Oh,
like what were at Dick's Sporting Goods? That's where it started. Like, it was terrible.
Dude, shout out to all the people that do retail during the holidays.
Oh my
gosh. We should do something cool for the people that do retail for the holidays. Like we'll put together something like dope, like a little care package or like some bonus material for people that do retail. So if you work retail and you are a listener, DM us and we'll send you a little care package because you're going to need it this Thanksgiving and Christmas season. Because holy hell. I think I never worked retail, but I know Matt did for a couple years.
Was miserable.
Yeah, like we might come out with some special like Matt gear for it, so we can just remember those times. I just remember asking it, being like, "Dude, hey Matt, you wanna come over for this day, whatever?" And Matt's like, "No, I literally worked like 24 hours straight. Like I can't do anything."
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
it was like because we would get like half a day on Thanksgiving, and we'd have to go in on Thanksgiving at like 3 o'clock to set up for Black Friday. I can't tell you the amount of times where I had to carry out treadmills and shit like that. Just in the snow.
Are you kidding me?
Dude.
And like me back then, I was tiny. Like me picking up like a 400 pound treadmill on a dolly that's like 6 times the size of me. And I'm like trying to maneuver this thing around and I'm trying not to run over kids. Dude, it was miserable.
Oh my God.
Dude, it was terrible. I hated that.
Putting one of those things on a dolly and delivering it out to a car when it's like snowing outside, that would be my last day. That would be
and the worst part was like the people who thought that their car could like handle it.
Dude.
Bro, I kid you not. It was like my second. No, it was like my first year or second year working like retail. And there was like different sizes of treadmills, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this mom, she was a sweetheart, but she's like, "Oh yeah, I think that'll fit in my car."
No shot.
This treadmill was 9 feet tall, like because of the box.
Oh yeah.
And it was like 3 feet wide, and it was probably like 350, 400 pounds. Dude, I go out to her car, and it's like this old school like RAV4. And I'm like,
no.
And the worst part is like when that happens, you have to go back. You have to take that thing back inside. Dude.
All that work for nothing. You just sat there.
It was terrible.
What did that particular girl say? Did she have to be like, I'll come back with the truck?
Yeah.
Or did
It was like,
she
it was like,
just
oops, I'll call my husband.
oh,
And I was like, you should have done that in the first place, Carol.
Goodness.
I can't imagine that there was many people that do this, but in the instance that you did that and then they go back in the store, they're like, well, now I can't buy this. you're like, what do you mean you can't buy this? I just did all that work and you're not even gonna pay for this? Like, you owe me a tip now.
Dude, after the first like year and a half, 2 years, as soon as they like were like, yeah, I want to buy it, I'm like, what vehicle do you have? Like, I'm not going back there in my warehouse,
smart.
wheel this thing all the way up to the front and carry this 400-pound treadmill if you have a freaking Ford Taurus
That's really
or a
smart,
Geo
actually.
Metro. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, seriously.
A Geo Metro.
Little smart car. They're like, we'll just use the straps.
I
We'll,
love
we'll
it.
strap it on top.
Oh, dude, there was some, yeah. Oh, and the nice thing was too is like you can't help them strap it down
Oh yeah.
or lift it up on top of anything. Like, you can't do that because the company doesn't want to be reliable.
Yeah.
So that was a nice part. It was like, hey, can you help me strap this down? Nope, gotta go.
Dude, I've heard so many shipping stories of like truck drivers that when they deliver a package, they deliver it to your door. They're not obligated to like help you bring it in or anything like that. And there are some people that, like, my dad was telling me these stories, that there's some people that think you're gonna like help them set it up. You know, like, and so they get these giant packages, and it's like sometimes they'll literally get like a dryer. And like it's super heavy. They'll bring it up the stairs and everything. And they're like, okay, now like, where's the hookups and stuff? And he's like, I don't freaking know. I don't care. Like, I'm out of here. And he just like hops in the truck and leaves. And people would be like super pissed. But it's like, dude, you really expect these people? It's just like retail people. Like, you expect me to like strap this to your car? No.
That's not my job, dude.
Also, I'm 17. Like, fuck out of here. It just doesn't work that way. But
I barely know how to drive myself. What do you mean?
yeah, seriously.
I barely can tie my shoes. I don't strap your freaking kayak to your roof.
Do you see how my shoes are tied right now? I've got straps.
Hey,
I'm not
there's
I'm
no
not gonna
better
do
way
your-
to learn how to tie this down to your car than right the fuck now. So figure it out, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, there's this cool thing called YouTube. Sit in your car for 5 minutes and then figure it out. I'll be inside. If you need help, you can come back inside, but it's really cold out here.
Go to your YouTube, Dad. You figure it out, buddy.
Yes, seriously.
Oh,
my
man.
God. That's the best. All right. We got one whack thing and then top one. We've got a special edition of top one today. We'll do top one Tuesday last this time, but top one Tuesday, we're going over our favorite shoes we've ever owned in our lifetime. So top one shoes, stay tuned for that. But we got one whack thing. Maddie, you want to go first for one whack thing?
Yes, sir. So the headline is happened on Friday, actually, at 11 p.m. A loose emu led authorities on a chase through Florida neighborhoods. Shocker, it's Florida, you know.
An emu? What the?
I gotta look up.
It's like an
remember what they look
ostrich.
like.
Yeah, they're like a black ostrich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess before officials like got it secured or whatever, it was chasing locals. Like, it was running at people.
Oh, dude, I'd be freaking out. Oh my
Right?
gosh.
I wonder how
Big-ass
fast
bird.
emus can run.
I think ostriches can run up to like 60 miles an hour. So I bet.
Yeah,
you
well, it's not
probably-
an ostrich, so I don't know.
Dude,
probably
emus are so ugly. Oh
I
my
think
God.
I think they run
I
that fast.
know.
I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I don't know.
I was like, shit, they
Uh,
captured my ex. How fast can emu run? It can run 31 miles an hour.
That's still
still
super
pretty quick.
fast. I mean, I
Yeah.
think what's the fastest human alive? What's the
20.
fastest?
It's
it
Usain
like
Bolt runs
22?
23 miles an hour. I think.
Yeah.
No, which is still crazy. 23 miles an hour is you're cooking.
That's fast.
Yeah,
So
you're cooking.
fast.
So 31 miles an hour, and they look like. Honestly, this has to be one of the ugliest birds. This is crazy. I mean,
100%. Oh, ostriches only run 43 miles an hour.
How fast?
43.
Oh, only? That's still so fast?
I mean, yeah, it is fast. That's a big bird. It's faster
That's
than
true.
me. And if it was
It's a
chasing
thick-ass
me,
boy.
yeah, I don't know. Would you tackle an ostrich? I'd probably go.
Oh, I'd square up, dude.
Do you think so? It doesn't have any
You think
arms.
so?
It's got big ass legs though. What if it
It's
came
got a
at
big
you?
ass beak.
Just smack the shit out of its beak.
Yeah, dude.
Smack a bird in the beak. Oh my gosh. I would pay so much money to see that happen.
okay, either this is the nastiest bird alive, or
emus
some
are nasty, dude.
or some photographer is doing this bird dirty, because every single photo that I found, they're just disgusting looking animals.
Yeah,
they're ugly, dude.
yeah, they're
Ugh.
nasty birds.
Yeah.
Their eyes are just way too far away from their freaking. Yeah, their eyes are just so far apart. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, dude. They have good peripherals.
They don't got good of much good of anything. It's freaking. Oh my
There's
god!
a kangaroo emu. What?
Ew.
What the hell? What?
I mean, how did that happen?
Oh, I see what you're looking at here. Lower. What?
I mean, they.
Oh, it's a dwarf emu. Oh, poor guy.
A midget.
Hmm.
Midget ass emu.
She passed away. Hmm.
What? Oh my god,
Dude, this is disgusting.
that's insane.
That's an ugly ass bird.
I cannot get over
reminds me of,
how
like-
ugly this is, bro.
It reminds me of like a turkey vulture. How ugly those are. Have you
Turkey
seen one of
vulture.
those?
Nope,
think I
but we're
have.
gonna look them up right now, live here.
Or like a vulture, turkey vulture.
Oh Jesus!
yeah, dude.
They just got that ugly, like red ball sack head.
What the hell is that?
I mean, it looks like they.
It literally looks like somebody cut the head off of a vulture and then stuffed it on a hawk.
Ugh.
Dude, right? They're ugly as hell.
How big are these things, dude?
What, a turkey vulture?
Dude,
They're huge, I'm pretty sure.
They've also got something on
No.
their nose where it's just like a ring on their nose.
They have.
That's probably their nostril.
What's their wingspan?
It's just their whole. Oh,
Shit, dude. 6 foot wingspan.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
oh my God! These are like mutants.
They're like
Yeah.
2 feet tall with a 6 foot wingspan. That's a scary looking bird.
Dude, they get like cysts around their eyes too. Oh.
Yeah, they're gross.
I mean, we just looked up the 2 grossest birds in the
It
entire
literally
world.
looks like an old man bird. That's what it is. It's an old guy bird.
It's an old guy.
Are you just
What?
commenting on the ball sack looking head?
Look at that head, dog. It looks like nutsack, like scrunched up.
Well, that's what mine looks like after I use Manscaped. Use 20% off for free shipping. Use code WATCH.
You just go to Watch for 20% off plus free shipping. You can look like a turkey
Vulture.
Why is it so red?
He's out there just getting beat all the time. Oh wait, the turkey vulture? Or
Oh my gosh.
He obviously doesn't use Manscaped because he's just nicking his balls all the time.
Taking a blowtorch to it. Goodness.
Oh my God.
Guys are psychos.
Ugh,
Oh,
that's
God.
disgusting.
That was a nasty
All right,
bird.
I'm gonna do my one whack thing here. So my one whack thing comes out of Pompeii. So
Ooh.
Pompeii artifacts have been long stolen from it's a big tourist spot, obviously, but a lot of the old architecture actually gets stolen, like pieces of it get stolen. So there was a Canadian woman who took pieces of the ancient Italian city 15 years ago. She returned the artifacts this week because she cited that it was a curse on her life. This sounds crazy, right? Like she like literally said like these pieces have brought a curse on my life for the last 15 years. Apparently this is not the first time this is happening. So apparently they get anywhere from 20 to 50 artifacts sent back every single year from people saying that they have cursed their lives, and going there was like the worst thing that's ever happened to them.
The first like 14 years weren't enough for this lady.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, man,
you
something
had to wait 15 years for this.
COVID really must have broke this girl because she's gone through some shit. But yes, 20 to 50 artifacts get sent back every single year, claiming that the objects are cursed.
That's
And
nuts.
the park has established their own museum to display the return items and the letters from the apologetic tourists. So it happens so often that they literally created a spot in the museum with returned artifacts. How crazy is that?
Oh, that's so weird. Did she ever say like examples of
No.
like what she's cursed? She just said is cursed.
So it contained 2 mosaic tiles. Said she experienced a string of bad luck since.
Well,
she had breast cancer twice. She got robbed twice. Yeah, she was just like, she literally got breast cancer twice. Her home's been robbed 2 different times in the past like 6 months. So I think with the breast cancer and then getting robbed twice in the past 6 months, she's just like, these are the reason why. So hopefully that girl has better luck in the next year. But yikes. But that it struck me because I was like, oh my God, like this girl is crazy. Nope. 20 to 50 artifacts get sent back every year. They're like, yeah, we know.
I wonder how long it's going to be before they come out with a Netflix documentary about Pompeii artifacts and the curses.
It just looks like an ancient. It's just ancient ruins. So I can't imagine that. I wouldn't want an artifact from this place. I'm sorry, but it looks like something bad might happen to you if you take something from this place.
Well, it will. There's 20 other people to tell you you're right.
A year, like for the past 15 years. So they have like 300 items just sitting in their museum. Like people hate this place. Also, I don't know why you would display that. Wouldn't it make people not want to go there?
Yeah. Curses only come out at night.
Yeah, we're only open from like 9 to 2 p.m.
We got to shut down early. It gets weird.
Yeah, have you ever seen Night at the Museum? Fucking idiot. Real life.
Based on the true story.
Exactly. Based on
actually happens.
Can you imagine if that popped up on the screen like right before that movie started? That'd be ridiculous.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
All right, Tay, what's your one whack thing?
All right. I'll round it out. So a Texas woman is suing Brad Pitt for $100,000 for falsely, or not falsely, but she has been sending Brad Pitt, quote marks, money for the last 2 years, which would add up to about 40 grand for him to show up at these charity events for his charity, which is the it's the one for the I can't even think of it. The Katrina relief. It's called Make It Right Foundation. That's what it's called. Sorry. But anyway, so this lady apparently had met up with Brad Pitt, and it was not Brad Pitt, obviously, but she now had a relationship with him on the internet, claiming that they were talking about getting married and all sorts of stuff. And he would take money that she was putting towards the foundation and send it to him for him to come and speak at the events. And at the last minute, for the last 5 events, he would just cancel. Hey, can't make it. I'm so sorry. And now,
man, he must have been busy.
Yeah. Well, now she's suing the real Brad Pitt for 100 grand. And obviously, Brad Pitt and his lawyers are like, we have never met this woman in our life. We have no idea who she is or why she's even doing this. But she apparently has 113 different documents showing her connection to Brad Pitt, saying that it's the real Brad Pitt. So now that is unfolding.
What if it is?
It's 100 grand. Why wouldn't you just settle? You know what I mean?
That's true.
If it's really him, wouldn't you just settle for 100 grand?
100%. But in the off chance that it's him,
what a
wild story.
Could you imagine this,
bro?
You imagine this chick just coming up to you and be like, Brad Pitt wants to marry me. You're like,
oh. Yeah, doubtful. Do you know who he's married? Jennifer Aniston and Angelina Jolie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This chick, her name is Kelly Christina.
Okay, sorry, Kelly. You're a solid 3.
So Brad Pitt makes $23 million a year. That 100 grand is just a drop in the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Pocket change.
That's literally us like spending $10. Quite literally, that's us like giving somebody like $10. Like, hey, girl, stop suing me. I'll just Venmo you. I mean, in that like subjective scenario, $23 million compared to like our incomes, that literally is us like Venmoing $10. Because $100,000 is what? I mean,
it's 100. It's more than.
It's a lot,
and it's less than 150
times 23.
23 million.
2.3%.
Yeah, times it by. No, you'd have to times it by 230. So whatever your salary is divided by 230.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. Like,
So $3.04.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's equivalent to if Brad Pitt had to pay her $100,000.
bro, just pay the. I don't know. It's just weird that she's like following through with this. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody except this one lady knows that it's not the real Brad Pitt, and she is so committed to this.
I kind of love the dedication. She's like, let's do this.
On the super far off chance that it is the real Brad Pitt, and he's like having this secret relationship from his trophy wives, and he's like trying to get with this like 75-year-old CEO of like a foundation
Been there
for money. You know? Also, if you're gonna sue Brad Pitt, why don't you just stop at $100,000, dude? Like, bump that up. It's Brad Pitt. We know we got cash.
Like, let's settle that for more. Seriously.
Bump them numbers. Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah, those are rookie numbers. Also, the guy that gets off scot-free here is the guy that actually is stealing money from her. Like, why isn't she suing him?
Nobody can find him.
He probably doesn't have any money. That's why he's doing it in the first place.
He's just some homeless person acting as Brad Pitt, goes into libraries, messaging her and stuff. I respect the hustle. Love that. We've had some criminals on the podcast that are good criminals for all intents and purposes. The local guy, the Silverwood CFO, and the accounting manager,
a genius. Straight up
stole over $800,000 from the company, and nobody was like, "Hey guys, why are we in the negative this month?"
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, wait a second. All right, we got a Top One Tuesday for you next. Top One Tuesday, we're going to do favorite pairs of shoes that we've ever owned. Tay, you go first.
You want me to go first? My favorite pair of shoes I've ever owned. Camo Crocs.
I knew this
was coming. You
was
can't even see them though. What's the point?
Yeah,
that's the best part.
You don't even know you had shoes on.
That's why I wear them all the time, so I never lose them.
Because they're just that comfortable.
Yeah, because I can wear them while I'm sleeping. I can wear them in the shower. I wear them when I'm making breakfast. I wear them all the time. Most comfortable shoe of all time. Also, the most fashionable. Because it goes with everything. Camo Crocs go with anything I want.
I knew you were gonna double down on this.
How do you leave this Zoom meeting? I wish I could delete you out of my life, Taylor, after that statement.
Nope.
I haven't seen Taylor without Camo Crocs in quite some time, so it would feel weird if you wore something different. I'd be like, who's this?
Very
also, why are you wearing shoes today? You don't normally wear shoes.
I wore shoes to the golf course one time this year because it like rained the morning that I went.
But you said there were boots earlier, so like, why didn't you wear the Crocs?
Yeah, dude.
That
your feet, your feet get wet.
Strap those boots on.
There's holes in them. They're still tactical.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can run faster.
Tactical and Crocs in the same sentence. Absurd.
They're camo. Why would they be camo if they're not supposed to be tactical?
Oh my God.
The seriousness that you had in that sentence is kind of alarming. There's a part of me that doesn't think you think this is a joke.
These are going to be my new hunting shoes. So
no animal's going to see you in that tree stand.
I ain't going to see my feet. Tell you what, they make you silent too. Can't even hear sticks break.
What is that? What is the perk in Call of Duty? Dead silence.
Dead silence. Yeah, I run that all the time.
Dead silence. They just put Crocs on your character.
I'm emailing Infinity Ward right now.
I need this in my loadout.
We have an idea for you.
Hold on. Hear me out. Camo Crocs. All right. Super tactical.
God.
Oh, I love it. All right, Matt. Your favorite shoe that you've ever worn?
Easy answer for me. I'm gonna have to go with Adidas Ultra Boost.
Nice. I love the Ultra Boost.
Dude, all-time favorite shoe. So comfortable.
The cloud foam.
Yeah, dude. Just so comfortable. They look good. Oh, I just love them so much. They're so comfortable.
Yeah, I don't hate that pick. I'm going to stick with Adidas here, but I'm going to throw it back. Do you remember when these Adidas shoes were like super popular? The Superstar. So they had the 3 stripes on them. So it was like either the blue, the red, the whatever, and they were super popular. Second through like 5th grade, I just kept rebuying these shoes in a different
Dude, I
size.
remember you having these shoes. I think these are the only shoes I've ever seen you have. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I used to love these shoes. Now I like class it up with just pure white shoes from Adidas or something, so they look a little better. But these superstar shoes were like the only thing that I used to wear. They were killer. My mom was like, "So what shoes?" I was like, "Size 9, Mom. Size 9. I'm in 7th grade now. I'm a big boy. Size 9, superstars." She's like, "That's the same fucking shoe. You bought 8.5 last year." Don't care.
Just buy. Yeah, just keep going.
Have you ever
Do you
seen
remember those?
It's not broke. Don't fix it.
True. Have you seen Dr. Dre's closet? You know how he only wears like black shirts? It's like plain black shirts. So they did like an interview with him and they toured his closet. Literally, there's just a rack of 200 black shirts and just the same size, everything. So talk about it's not broke. Like, thank God I kind of like grew out of that phase of having, now I have a billion shoes, it feels like.
Dude,
That's
same.
That's hilarious.
Especially
have,
golf
like-
shoes. Dude, oh
Dude,
my God.
the thing is, like, golf shoes, they swagged it up a lot. So now you can just buy the just dopest golf shoes. Back in the day, like, golf shoes were kind of ugly. Like,
They were.
they were just not
They were
aesthetically
so
pleasing.
ugly.
Not great. But New Balance is like in the game now. Adidas is really like doing well with golf shoes. So there's a lot of options now.
That's true. A lot of opportunities.
Get your tickets. Get your tickets. All right. That's going to be it for our Tuesday show. We'll be back on Thursday. Make sure you go to our Instagram and Twitter. We're going to have Thursday mailbag, so you can ask any question that you would like for Taylor, Matt, and myself. But we'll be back here on Thursday. Peace out.